Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is it the throat singing?
It is the throat singing, man. This is the person I look up to. Normally people are like, oh, that's my idol. Like, he's such a good player. I look up to Dalai Lama because he's such a brilliant throat singer, right? So Ponlo, he's going to put off some action here in the top lane, but Chad, they're going to get the turnaround. That's why you fight against the Viper, and you're going to hate your life after it. We've also got the leech seed. The heals are coming out. Chad, he's trying to regenerate out of the siphons. S4 finds a return kill, but will be taken down by the smack of the tree.
Yeah, I mean, you find that trade back in the Viper, but he already finds that earlier kill on
The
Ponlo.
fact that you have CK as your carry, a lot of HP, a lot of right-click damage, and then he also has the lifesteal crit, which allows you to basically in situations of 1 versus 2. And Riki trading off against you, we already saw that. Feels like the Riki is actually taking more damage than he's dealing. But in the mid lane, Ponlo shows up. There's the Tiny going for the punishment for that early SF kill. He's going to get himself killed under the tower. He's already used all of his resources to help out Yuan here for the kill. And Dalai Lama also pretty soft here, but Alex with the body block. One is shown for Dota 2 Hustlers, who are currently the highest courier killing team in Division 2 for Western Europe. As the quick burst comes out from Ponlo and S4, and trying to take down Shad, but looking for a second entry here. Siphon is up. That's the last charge for S4. He's going to fully commit to it, but Shad is too strong. This Viper just melts you down to the core, filled with corrosion, and Ponlo to fall. They will find a kill on Alex at the same time as the Riki falls in the mid lane, but it is 2 kills for the
Or they can take this big fight without all of that control here.
A lot of pressure into mid now with the Exorcism. They want to get this mid tower down, but the Living Armor, 3 points in it. It's going to have to be a bit of an investment here, but they also have the stolen Living Armor. However, Requiem used onto Ponlo. Ponlo going to tank up all the raises as well, but S4, he's dropping pretty low here. The silence doesn't matter. They're still going to take him down. That's already 3 gone. Sniper getting body blocked. Dalai Lama, he's going to be in the middle, and instead of using your mid, you're taking 4, and you're taking the enemy mid tier 1 tower, and I'm pretty sure Dalai Lama
that becomes a lot easier to achieve until that point because of how small the map is. You're looking at really delayed blink timings here for a Tiny support. Full BKB up for Shad. It's like we talked about. He just needs Dragonlance, 2 Wraith Bands, BKB, and you're set. Like, you really don't have a worry here in the middle of these fights.
Oh, hello, Alex. Goodbye, Alex. They got the overgrowth on 3, though. Shad already focusing on the Rubik. That's going to be 1 to fall, but the rest of them will be able to walk out. Tiny and Sniper's lives intact, but there's already wolves on the run. They don't have any armor, even though...
For Alliance to get that build-up they need, man, they don't have an easy way of forcing team fights. It just comes back to the draft. It comes back to not having this hard control outside of Avalanche and the lift up. Mirage just sneaking around playing with this ward they have.
Bit of a surprise there with the Blink Tree and Protector, but Ponlo seems to be getting the jump on himself, but there go with the Shapeshift. Little Big Sue arriving, and here we go, Riki Dart time. That is Ponlo and Hanskin, both the fall, and Hustlers, they open up a tier 2 tower now with those 2 kills. There's no way until the next Roshan minimum timer. We hear the Aegis expire. S4, that's a target to go for. The way you started off, throw the dart. And snipe the courier. Of course, Alex. The most important thing first.
God.
To get the courier first, then the hero kill. And S4 just getting kited out on a beautiful ulti from Angel, catching both off the core. Sniper in trouble. Requiem coming out as well to follow up from the overgrowth. And that is going to be the Sniper down. And Hustlers, they clean out 2 cores, but they have expended all their resources right now. However, no defense. Try to visualize it in the eyes of a Dota hero in real life, basically. You're teleporting away, channeling all your stuff, and then a dart flies on your, like, pinky toe, or your little toe, basically, and just fall asleep. And now to Charlie, he's also put to sleep as Mirage is here. Angel's here to join the party. You can try and armlet toggle as much as you want, but it's not going to work out. However, Shapeshifted Dalai Lama taken down in the bottom lane.
Yeah, you're pretty happy about
Slide this time. Toying with their food.
Yeah, you don't need to find every kill. You have Aegis, you just want to wait for the Vilama to be back up, group up for a push, for a big team fight. Oh, Ponlo?
Ponlo wants it, though. He wants the action much more. The Exorcism burnt out, but Shad with the BKB. He's still taking damage from Exorcism, but doesn't matter. He's got the friends to back it up. The Hustlers. stacking up on top of Alliance, finding 2 quick kills, and there's the dart flying in again, and Sniper held on the spot. What can Hunskin do? Throws in the Fateful, doesn't really help too much against Mirage. Illusion used to dodge the stun coming out from Charlie, and Charlie slept as well. How many darts does this Ricky have on his head right away as their smokes pop? And that is actually going to be the indicator as Charlie takes down the Overlord creep in Ponlo. It is Alex's courier that's flying around, and now they see Ponlo. He goes in, but it's the smoke screen! What's he gonna do? Absolutely nothing. Silenced up right away. S4 just gonna get wrecked into pieces here. Mirage hammers down the DP. And that's a frontline CK who has no targets to hit. Charlie gets his BKB and his ulti off, but to what avail? To what extent? Alliance just getting torn apart by the Hustlers. And that's a ticket to high ground. Magic is going to hold them together because right now they are in shambles. Mid lane to fall. The melee ranks down. Hustlers looking to drop the guillotine on top of Alliance. They got the toss on Shad, but Shad just throwing. Look at that attack range as well as the poison. And Hunskin, he might be darted up, but he's taking more and more stacks. And that's a charge from Ponlo. He tries to go in with the Ogre Seal Totem out of all things to remove that silence. And he falls as well. Buys back. They've lost the DP. Exorcism down. Hustlers, no casualties whatsoever. GG. That's it.
Call? It's a tough one to bounce back in. You're dealing with megas, you get run down like that. I want to go back to the Ricky here a little bit. He's trying to treat people. I guess in a way that is a treatment. You know, he's putting them down, right? He's giving them a merciful blow down. Kind of just reestablish that strong start. Get S4 this good run into the blink, and you're feeling pretty comfy from there.
All basically with the Vile Llama Pango, which has worked out nicely from time to time. Looking for first blood here, and Hanskin might play out with the glimpse, but the Vile Llama is still going to get the squeezed in a final slash to the rapier to get the first blood for himself.
To invade. Start to get some pressure. They're applying pressure up top here as well. There's a smoke here with Shad. Dragonlance up with the 2 Wraith Bands.
All top lane, going to be a bit of a scuffle as well. They've got the silence on top of DP, but that's where Stampede moves into action. Chuan gets a bit of damage running on top of them, and they will stack on top of Shad on Alliance, finding 1 core kill into a support kill. The silence is taking forever, and that's a double kill for DP, and they get the tower down as a continuation from there as well. So Hustlers actually technically free, if I'm completely honest, when you think about the DP as well. So you can technically fight a lot on the side of Alliance. So does that mean you're more on a timer? Or do you have decent scaling on these heroes? Okay, S4 actually has to use the Stampede, but here comes the reinforcements. Isn't enough, though. They're going to lose the Centaur, but they could get a carry for it. And Shad, 9 HP. Centaur throws in a smack with his big mace. Get a kill into Vile Llama. It's going to spot the Rubik in here as well to follow up for a second. And Charlie should be able to get Angel. Is he going to get to Vile Llama too? Exactly doing a lot of damage onto the Vanguard, but the Static Storm from the Vanguard roll, but silenced up by the DP. Can't get the stun with the Requiem. That's a 3-man fear. They're stuck inside the tree line. Shapeshift about to run out as well for Charlie. Has to disengage for the time being. It is Chuan taking a mess of the damage, but a beautiful Disruptor ulti. They've got 3 inside it, and they will run out as the kinetic field runs a course, but the SF down. Alliance, they are very low on HP on all of their heroes. They will lose S4, and they are going to be TPing out. They killed off the Viper. They killed off the SF at the cost of the Centaur. And Alliance can just play them out.
And it's a lot harder as well with the Stampede to bail out. S4's been really good at checking that. Oh,
yep. 1 for the books, and Shad not having the game of his life right now. Living for the time being, and maybe this is the turnaround for Hustlers. They might just end up losing their Viper, but can they get something in response? These are some tanky targets to work around. Vile Llama trying to do his best. Mirage, he's got the Hurricane Fight glimpse backward as well. The stun from S4. They're going to lock down the SF, and Mirage, he's still alive for the time being. Requiem coming out as well. They're going to be looking for the kill on S4. And Mirage, he's down to 20 HP. The man who lived, and the Wolves will clear him out. Charlie does get something in return. Again, the same 2 cores lost on the side of Hustlers, But the moment they glimpsed away the SF next to the Static Storm, he actually missed a roll and then hence didn't do any extra damage. Well, the Violama, he's making sure he's going to hit every single target right here and making some space and a lot of connections onto the Rubik and glimpse all the way back, saving a swashbuckle, only to get silenced up in the end to get blown by Alliance. And Alliance, they could just go high ground here with this push that they can definitely do. Exorcism, the zoo is there. S4 to lead the front as well. And no ulti on the Pango, even if he comes back in 30 seconds. This is a difficult hold for Hustlers. Alliance, they don't have to fully commit to it. They can just wait for the Exorcism to run his full course, but Alex almost providing them the opportunity here. The heal coming in. It's not enough to save the Ricky. Ricky coming in with the buyback. Shad and Angel both holding their ground. They're happy. They felt damage.
Terrible alliances at the moment. They're just not able to burst some of these bigger cores down fast enough.
Honestly, that is a big key for Alliance as well. Just getting a kill next to an objective, leading it to an instant push. That's what Alliance will thrive for. Now with the arrow and the dart combo, it will take away the fact that the Centaur is unable to rescue anybody else. The Violama, perfect lockdown. Charlie down from 100 to 0. No chance of survival. Also losing the Black Dragon in the process, and that could be Hustlers. Stack them up at the arrow. The dart is on top of Tron. He got the BKB off. He's still slowed by that debuff. From now, Shad gets to disengage. Alex also gets away. Shapeshift and the Exorcism. They are still ticking. We'll find the Violama with the glimpse. Aegis and a kill. But that is also Alliance using all their ults. Do they get to push this tier 2 tower? I think they have a couple seconds time. Glyph. Now, that surely fends them off, right? Right.
They're trying. They're still sticking around here.
Still got the arrow. Oh, they caught him. They caught the Marana with her own arrow. And they've got Shad as well silenced up, but they do a lot of damage here. Taking down Ponlo. S4, though, he's on the sides. He's happy with what's happening right now. Boys, we probably got this in the bag, but the arrow this time. And the dart onto the DP as well. The tower has fallen. And Alliance, they're just trying to TP away.
These three relatively even scaling heroes can be enough, as they're just going to be able to force these objectives in now.
There is one big factor that we, or at least in general, normally not highlighted enough. It is the Howl on the Lycan. 40% damage reduction for 8 seconds. MBKBs are out, but now the fight breaks loose. Disruptor will be losing his life first. Hunskin out for the count for 40 seconds. Ponlo trying to make a run for it, but that fight's on the high ground. They're going to be trading off the Marana. Ponlo down as well. The Violama coming in for the wraparound with the stun. He's got 2 heroes caught on the spot. Mirage coming in as well for the right clicks, but doesn't get too many out. Now DP with the shapeshift coming out as well from Charlie. Trying to take that fight to them, but Chad with the BKB able to get a reposition for himself. They are defusing the situation as we speak. Alliance still in the area though. Devilama going for the blink, but he gets silenced up. And S4 with a 2-man stun. Mirage trying to save him with the Requiem, but is it going to be enough though? The Viper is slowly melting to the Exorcism, and the Crypt Swarm to finish him off. Charlie, no shapeshift. It's just down to Mirage. Mirage to take him down or not. Chuan finally falls to the Hurricane Pike, but the Mirage SF continues to battle it out. Takes down S4, and Alex is there to help him out, but they're not going to fight this full HP Lycan as the LA Racks, but they will go for the Pango. Cliff on top as well. Mirage, BKB, Requiem forces out the TP, and now we're going to see another roll-in. S4 getting slowed up by Shad. Shad slowly taking down the Centaur. He needs some help, but there's no one to help out S4 unless Charlie has something to say about it. Alex will snipe him down. They got the outpost. They get TP in right away. Shad in trouble, and there we go. Charlie takes down the Viper, and then we'll take down the Violama as well, and now Angel to fall. Hustlers losing heroes back and forth, and they cannot bring in the extra numbers. S4, he was able to buy back, TP straight to the outpost, and join in on the fun Alliance.
Storm, and then try to just focus in on like one hero at a time. Like they've got to go all in, although
went all in for the Roche Pit attempt at least, but the roll in, the dart comes flying in, arrow from Angel. They've got S4, they've got the Rubik very low on HP. Ponlo saved himself with the lift, and Charlie coming in with shapeshift. S4 down for 80 seconds. He's a dive back right now, and it's 1-for-1. 4 versus 4. Rubik low on HP. They've got the Violama. They will find the Pango kill for themselves, and now Shad, Alex, Mirage, it's down to these 3. Can they fight long enough? Charlie destroying Shad, dodges the Requiem with the BKB, and now onto Mirage they go. The next target on the line. Ponlo stolen Requiem, and he's gonna be feared for for an eternity. And that is your SF gone. And Hustlers, they just might have lost this one here.
He's been setting up, but the follow-through's just not been there.
Well, one last fight for Hustlers. Gonna have to win this one. The stun's out onto DP. Out for a couple seconds. S4 looking for the blink stun. Shad already forces out the BKB. The nosedive doesn't actually work on Charlie. He's already BKB'd up at the Llama, disrupting the back line. They're gonna take down Angel. Angel gone. 5 versus 4. Hustlers running out of manpower. S4 just rolling and walking in from the front line. They got the lift onto the Shadow Fiend, bringing back the Llama as well inside the kinetic field. And the Llama down. 3 heroes remaining, and they can't get enough done. Mirage is falling. Death, that's a dieback, and that's a GG. Alliance, they will stretch the full distance and take it to a third.
Now, very well played coming out from Alliance. They go to this very tempo-based draft. They play with that momentum. I wasn't the Chad can also join in these fights early. Love this play from Alliance, though. They're being sneaky with a smoke here, but they need to just win, basically win the first 15 minutes. If they lose lanes, it gets a lot harder to do that, but play with objectives at least. Although, here comes the stuns.
Hey. Looks like coming out with level 6s is going to be a bit of a head start for Alliance. Going to be chewing to get the first blood on this Leshrac, and perfect hero to have it on too. It's just having a field trip.
Yeah, it's all down to Hanskin. He's just putting his body forward, he's copying the hits, he's playing really well with a battery assault and just dancing around him, not giving any angles out to the Hustlers. Trading a bit back and forth down here, Angel.
Got the living armor and the stick here, but Monlo is going to win this duel. One of the positives of having 2 points in Shadow Poison is you're very hard to 1v1. Shadow Fiend, Mirage... Yeah. If he gets the long-range raise, he's got enough movement speed to close in on Ponlo. Ponlo, does he die to the tower first? No. High fives the tower as he dies.
That is a lot of space coming out there for Chuan.
Well, they know that this SF is kind of defenseless right now. Chuan was already forcing out aggression onto the Shadow Fiend. Now he's just going to have to sit back and watch as his tower is taking some free hits. Ponlo. Hanskin here as well. The Lightning Storm, the slow is there. The Cog's going to trap him inside. Chewing to stun in to kill off Mirage. And we'll get a return kill. That was a post-mortem kill of the Hanskin. Maybe another one here. Do they get the Lesh here? Lesh is very low levels to fight back this time with the siphon points. Alex looking for the toss play. He's found the Medusa. Medusa very low in mana too, but runs out of mana. He can't actually get the toss off.
Yeah.
Alex, you tosser.
One of those things with a tiny. Yeah. Tosser without the toss. The Llama, though, not safe here.
No, he's definitely dead. Leshrac is here. And chewing. Slowly burning down Alex. It's the kill for Charlie, too, on the Medusa.
Yeah, they're getting that start. Alliance, full gear up.
Able to rejoin the fight. Yep, 10 seconds. He's going to be up as well. They could just catch the Llama. Maybe smoke wrap around. Yes, sir. Hustlers gonna have to get ready for round number 2. Angel inside the cogs. The stun straight on top. The clockwork swap safe coming out as well. Hanskin down. Hookshot stun does still go out. The overgrowth is coming out as well. And to the Requiem. The lockdown is there. S4 very low 1 HP. Ponlo coming in with a bubble as well, but they're gonna be taking down S4. And Alliance, they're in shambles right now as they cannot hold this fight. They've taken down the tower with the help of the catapult, but Alex moving in for the toss onto the arms of Mirage. And Mirage is right there. The Medusa mana pool slowly but surely drained out. Alex will go down. Chewin finding them back. The stun does connect, and there's the bloodstone. The heal is there. He's got a lot of mana. And Hustlers, they're going to have to...
ready to go. And for the Hustlers, again, this lineup just feels like it needs so much. You've got the Ags up and Shad, but ideally you just don't die in Venge, so we'll have to see.
Start for the fight here. They're not going to make it on time to rescue the Llama. They will try their best to at least reposition and regroup. They do get a 3-man overgrowth, but that is also a DD Medusa. Illusion nicely timed there with the Manta to kind of dispel the fear. He did get fear for a second, but he already cast the item on, I think, on the same frame. Oh, wait, it was actually the SD shard. Never mind. So that explains. That explains.
Just, it feels like every single time you're reaching for that level 20, this Medusa gains, what, 2k, 3k, 4k gold as time goes on towards that 20 timing.
There's a 7k difference between the two cores, and they're going to be catching up Mirage. Hook shot into the stun from Chewin, and with the Stampede, that Mirage does get the Hurricane Pike, but he doesn't get the Requiem because there is a hasted up Clockwork from the Stampede running on top of it with the Battery Assault, so your ulti is cancelled out. No survival. And they find Alex on top of that too. That goes for Charlie too.
12k lead for Alliance. That time you talked about for them to come back here on
Oh, there's going to be the fight happening though. They go for the hook shot onto the Bylana. The overgrowth does connect onto 3. Charlie in the middle already with the gaze. And will force Hustlers to reset. Oh, they stunned up the Shadow Fiend. Oh no, Mirage. Oh, what a horrible way to begin that fight as well. Shad is gone instantly. They can't take a fight like that. There is no way you can take a fight like that. And Alex being chased up by S4. He's just running tipsy-topsy right on top of this Tiny and taking down 4 heroes with the cost of the supports from Alliance, but with every core alive. Ooh.
Alliance, another smoke out here.
6%.
Yep.
6%ers out there. This is
Nope. Not me.
Oh, S4 goes in for the stun on 2. Stampede, hook shot onto his teammate. Doesn't matter. Requiem is on the back lines. But Shad is down. His illusion's going to be falling suit as well. Alex going to get ulted up too, and they just can't survive. Alliance running them over one by one. The flags, the Alliance flags, they are hoisted up. They have recovered nicely from game number 1. Still, Hustlers, they do have a very small chance. But is it going to start from here? That is a Bloodstone heal on top of Chewin, and he's just surviving. BKB as well. Hustlers losing 1, 2. That's going to be 3 with the Violama. And I believe we are looking at the end of the game here. It's just too much to deal with. Alex, he's going to get the TP back home for a little bit longer.
But swap kind of play?
He doesn't have the souls either.
Yeah. No,
Downside of defending as a Shadow Fiend after a lost fight, you don't have the souls, so he's gonna have to reveal himself, farm them up, but right now he's just sitting at the back. Hook shot from Hanskin onto the front line. Charlie already taking down Shad for the first time. Tiny down, he's got buyback, and he will be returning into the fray as Hanskin falls. Age is still up on the Medusa for another 3 minutes. Here's the man to the dodge out the stun coming in from Shad.
Wait for at least 20 minutes in the game now, where they've just been in such a strong winning position.
Since Charlie was able to get those first stacks.
Oh,
but hey, that's
swap,
the perfect
back.
target. Perfect target to go for, but Charlie in the back. Alex still trying to get the best out of the situation, but you still got to think that's still an Aegis you have to fight against, and Charlie, he is unfazed. He's fine with what just happened. Just battling them back. The Biolama heavy hits S4 again. Beautiful 2-man stun, and that should be cleaning house as they look for the Biolama. We'll clear out Shad's illusion. He comes in with the buyback. Treant as well. Alliance, they spent a lot of resources for this, but they also get a lot for it. Charlie forced in. Just pushing away the remains of the Hustlers.
Oh boy.
The noose is tightened.
I mean, they tried for the play, right? Like, that was swap tossback. Nearly into the fountain. Not quite there, unfortunately. That was probably their best bet. Like, find 2 kills in the fountain and just try to rinse and repeat several times over.
Cheers on the side of Alliance as the GG call comes out from the Violama. And that is Dota 2 Hustlers with their first series loss in Division 2.